Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here, how we doing today? Welcome to another Epic 7 video. Today we've got a new update coming on the 28th, which is literally right now. I can't believe we're getting this information now. And we're getting baby Diene, and I am so freaking excited for this and also really stressed out and concerned at the same time. So let's take a look at this. Ezra Saint Diene, recipient of the goddess's revelation and the leader who brought Orbis's people to victory, is here. Say hello, the girl who would later become the Queen of Ezra. So this is amazing. So cool. Like, look at her art. I love the emotion and everything to do with her. I love all of it. It's amazing. Even like is this back gonna work? I don't know if this back is gonna work. Even like the skill animations, the looks of her skills are fantastic too. There's a video here I really recommend you watching, and look at that art. It is so good. So her skills here, she's got 3 skills. Obviously, I don't know why I said she's got 3 skills, because do you really think you could have 4 skills? Probably not. Anyway, Light of Judgment emits a ray of brilliant light, increasing the caster's combat readiness by 10%. Effect doubles when the caster is buffed. So this is going to be 20% when the caster is buffed, and I have to imagine it's going to go up to 15% combat readiness when it's upgraded. So this will hit 30% combat readiness when she is buffed, which is amazing. That's a pretty good boost. One thing I want to mention too is, where does it say it? Where does it say it? With this combination of skills, using equipment that increases speed can make Diene a valuable member of your team. And I'm sure that's true, but I don't know if I entirely agree with that, with these stats here. And the second one here, Blessings of the Goddess. With the Blessings of the Goddess, covers all allies with a barrier for 2 turns before dispelling 1 buff. Barrier strength increases proportionate to the target's max health. So I really like this as well. Really good heal. I like preemptive heals. I also like that it adds a buff. That's one of the things. It combos with her first skill. And also, debuff removal is insane. I wish it was all debuffs, but that would probably be too OP, to be honest. And the final one, and this is Saint's Prayer. A miracle of the goddess manifests, increases attack of all allies for 3 turns, before increasing the caster's combat readiness by 50%. And after awakening, it does the same thing, but also increases the critical hit resistance of all allies. And that's a pretty good ability. It was really solid in Summoner's War, especially in PvP. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not sure which skill gets burnt here. I don't think it says anywhere, but I have to imagine it's gonna burn probably one of this. Like, my guess is it burns the second one and makes it dispel 2 debuffs or something like that. I'm not sure what else they would do. Overall, a pretty solid skill set, not as bonkers as I would like. There's no immunity, which is very important. There's no many things, right? And the reason why I say speed might not be her #1 stat, I mean, it's still going to be. Speed is always the #1 stat, but she's getting 50% combat readiness for her 3rd skill and 30% approximately for her 1st skill, so she's already getting a huge boost to her attack bar, whereas she might not get the full effect of the speed. Just something to think about, but again, probably going to want to build her speed. And now we have actually the star of the show here, Bask, and Bask seems bonkers. I took a look at her 3rd skill before, and anything that gives immunity in these games is insane. Super insane. So her first one, Protective Strike, slashes with a sword with a 50% chance to decrease attack. So decreased attack is really good. One of the best debuffs you can get, especially for dungeons. She's also meant to be built HP because it's damage dealt proportionate to HP. Shield Blow has a chance to dispel all buffs, so that is awesome, especially against golems, but unfortunately golems are wind in this game, so that makes golems this a lot less useful versus golems, because this would have been a perfect buff for golems. Again, proportionate to caster's max HP. And the final one, covers all allies with the Will of Protection, granting immunity for 3 turns. I don't know where they're getting these numbers from. Like, 3 turns are supposed to be like the super be-all end abilities. Like, having immunity up for 3 turns is insane, especially when it's on like a 6-turn cooldown or something like that. They can keep it up so much. What else does it do? or granting a berry to the caster for 3 turns, just on the caster, not everybody, so that's one thing to note. I wish they really showed what things burnt for. Like, I have to imagine this is going to burn for either -2 cooldown, but that seems maybe too good, or more than likely a barrier for the whole team. Not really sure, but pretty exciting here. I can't see this one changing, and I can't really see that one changing either. There's also a new artifact, and that is Bask, by the way. Didn't know. And this is, as health decreases, defense and effect resistance increase by up to 50%. Like, that's a lot, right? Like, that seems like a lot. Pretty cool. And what else is here? Old pocket watch. Cool. But most importantly, Diene drop rate up. So this is different than we've ever experienced before, and this is what they meant by pity rate increase. A lot of people were expecting like a Dragalia Lost / Fire Emblem Heroes pity rate increase, but I really wasn't, because this type of game doesn't necessarily do that. What they do is make it so you have, I forget the term for it, but there's a term where you summon so much money worth of stuff and then you don't get her, you're basically guaranteed to get her, and that's what we're getting here. She is a 1% rate on her drop rate, and this is limited, and this is what I'm kind of concerned about. I don't really feel like this should be a limited unit, but maybe it'll make more sense when we see the story. But 1% chance to get from a limited summon, but the other cool thing is 120 summons. So if you do 120 summons worth, then you get her guaranteed 100% of the time. I don't want you to aim for that, because that is insane amounts of money. So just, like, this is only for the biggest of whales, okay? This is not going to affect the average person. Really, really, really cool. And also, this is the only person you can get. You cannot get another 5-star character on this banner. So keep that in mind. The one thing, too, is I don't know if Noble Oath is limited. I don't think Noble Oath will be. It is called Noble Oath, right? Yeah. I don't think that's going to be limited, but you're going to be able to get it in this banner. It doesn't say anything about that artifact increasing either, like the drop rate of that, just Diene. So a lot of people are pissed at this because you only get a chance at one 5-star, not the others, but they don't realize that the odds are essentially the same. I think the game is not up right now, I don't think, so I can't check the rates exactly. But for example, on drop rate Vildred, you have like a 0.8% chance of Vildred, and then all the other 5-star heroes are in that 0.2 range to add up to 1%. In this one, you have the 1% for Diene and nothing else. So it comes out to the same rate of 5 stars, just you're guaranteed to get Diene instead of the 20% chance of something else, just to get that through a lot of people's heads here. And we also have a eulogy for the saint. Pretty excited for this. I'm gonna try not to read all of this because you guys can read it too. You can see the bonus heroes here. Diene, but I forget her name already. No! It's like a 4-letter name. 4-letter name. Bask. Bask. So we've got Bask there, we've got Crow, we've got Angelica, Vildred, and my new light and dark unit, Gunther. I feel like I have to use him for this. I'm not gonna, but I feel like I have to. What else? There's so many things here. Like, you can read all this. I don't want to just read all over all of these things for you. There's also lock quests, which is coming soon, which is cool. And what else? Cool things here. Defense stages. So defense stages are a little...
Take a look at that.
Thank you for the follow, Obliteration. People always follow me during videos. Defensive stages are a little unique in that players must stop wave after wave of monsters. You will need to be extra prepared, though, not only because there are more monsters than normal, but also because you will not be able to utilize any statues. Instead, there would be special monsters which give you various benefits upon defeating them. So that's really cool. I'm really excited for that. That seems like a lot of fun. And we can see the buffs here too. Stolen buys him a victory and mana storage. Really, really, really cool. What else is there? You can see the rewards from the events. Right here, important parts, Molagora seed, 2 seeds. We get 2 whole seeds from this. This is, oh, Fuse Nerve. Hype on Fuse Nerve. Oh, small sun badges. Oh, Ring of Glories. Oh my god, there's so many things. These are all the things I need. That is so exciting. I need all of these. Every last one of them. Small sun badges. This is going to be enough to get me up to 15 for my Araminta. That's really exciting. Fuse Nerve is also used for my Araminta. I have 1 so far, so that gives me 7 more I need. And Rings of Glory are used to upgrade skills, I think, for Araminta as well. So I'm really excited. This is awesome. And also we get some other cool things like the Molagoras and Giga Phantasmas. But honestly, those are insane. And people were asking me why they had to spend so much resources farming sun badges, and I told them not to do it yet. It is stupid to do it. You don't need to do it. The event is out for so long. Don't rush it unless you absolutely need an Alexa, and you don't. But they did it anyway, and it took them like 1,000 stamina to get one when you're going to be able to get it like while you're farming here. So just keep that in mind. Unless you absolutely need something, it might be better to wait for one of these side stories for better drop rates. Okay, and wow, more rewards. These are from reputation. So we get 1 gold transmit stone here, 15 bookmarks, 30 sky stones. Really cool. Yeah, and that's about it for there. Tons of leaves too. What else here? Improvements in side story rewards. Treasure chests and the golden chest from the Goblin Gates now drop event currencies. Cool. Instead of tier 2 to 3, players will receive 15 event currency. Cool. Content balance sheets. There's so much, by the way. So this part is really good and really bad for the people who have already spent a lot of their gold. The cost to upgrade equipment using gold has been decreased by 40%. So this is a 40% decrease to upgrade. That is so big, and I'm glad I have like 5 million gold right now. I've been really holding on to my gold lately because I just felt like something had to change. It was too much gold. Either the rate of gold was going to drop or some sort of upgrades were going to change. And labyrinths, and this one kind of makes me mad for not saving my labyrinth tokens. I didn't even save today's labyrinth token because my internet is still shoddy right now, so I didn't even save that. But long story short, we are getting a ton more ancient coins. You can read all of this here, and that is really exciting. Oh lord, and there are so many changes. I'm not going to read them all because you guys can read all of those, but there are so many different things. I'm actually going to read this UI because that's the important part here. Anything different? Oh no, there's actually nothing different there that is actually super important. So yeah, there we go. Pretty insane. If you guys have not watched this yet, go watch this. This is also an anime video as well. For this thing as well. I'll link it in the comments below. It's amazing. Definitely watch that too. And I can't wait to see Diene here. I'm actually curious how strict they are with YouTube stuff, so I'm gonna watch this with you on stream or on YouTube, and we'll see if they get angry about it, but I hope they don't because I cannot wait to see this with you guys here. This is my first time seeing this.
Diene, Saint of Azera, received the goddess's divine revelation and fearlessly led the world to victory.
They need a new voice for this, I'm sorry. Like, not that he's doing a bad job, but it could be a better voice.
The archdemon, even with the heir of the covenant missing in action. Then she later became the Queen of Azera. Saint's Prayer. It's a support skill that assists in both attack and defense by increasing your allies' attack and critical hit resistance.
Let's advance together.
Blessings of the Goddess. It's a defensive secondary skill that provides all allies with the barrier and dispels debuffs. Light of Judgment. It's a basic skill that allows Diene to support her allies more frequently.
Really cool animations.
Her own combat readiness.
I need her. I'm sorry it's happening. I need her.
Diene is an ice elemental soul weaver capable of supporting our allies through buffs. Not only
this is
do
happening,
Diene's skills
guys.
have short cooldowns, but they also support her own combat readiness. Equipping her with speed and health sets will allow her.
Oh my god, did you see it in her eyes? Let's rewind that back. Watch her eyes there, guys.
With speed and health sets will
I'm gonna pause at that frame.
Her own combat readiness. Equipping her with speed and.
Of course, I paused. A little too late here.
With speed and. Equipping her with speed. Equipping her with.
Look at that. So awesome. So unbelievable.
Will allow her to greatly stabilize your party's attack and defense by using her skills frequently.
Pretty excited for this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and look forward to lots of polls towards the end because I'm not stopping until I get her. And at least there is an end to this. I know when the stopping is. So have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.